Listen, I'm just here to soften the blow. Trigger warning.
12:10 this afternoon, a 35-year-old white female pulled into the ER at the HCA Tomball Hospital. She notified hospital personnel that she had killed her daughter and that her daughter was in her gray Jeep Cherokee. The nurses came out, checked on her, had a doctor come out that pronounced the child dead at 12:10 p.m. Tomball Police Department originally responded to the scene. The mother said that the incident occurred at Spring Creek Park off of Brown Road. Deputies went out there to see if they could find any sign of a homicide scene out there. They were unable to locate anything. The mother was detained. She has been transported to the Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit where she is being questioned. The medical examiner's office just cleared the scene here. The child does have a wound to the neck, which is consistent with what the mother said. However, we believe that she was probably killed someplace other than inside the vehicle at this point. We're still in the early stages of the investigation. We do not have any confirmed information on the mom, the child's history with CPS, or any medical records at this point in our investigation. It appears to be an incision. She just, we've got her down at Lockwood. I'm out here, so we're interviewing her. We should have a little more detailed information later in the day. From what we understand from Tomball Police Department, she has been handled as being homeless several times by their agency. And so, again, we haven't had a chance to look into their records or the Precinct 4 constable's records at this point. So, we're still in the early stages of this investigation, and it's going to be a while before we know the exact nature of all of her injuries and whether she has any CPS history or if there's any other police reports relating to the mother or the child.
How old is the child?
The child is 5 years of age. Again, we haven't had a chance. We've got his name, and as soon as we have the opportunity, we're going to make contact with him and any other family members to try to find out what the history is with the mother and the child. Well, at this point, we don't really know where it occurred at. The mother said that it occurred at Spring Creek Park. Like I said, we've checked the park. We can't find any signs of a scene over there. I don't believe they have cameras at the park, so we're just going to have to sit there. Like I said, I've got investigators that are interviewing her now. Hopefully she can give us some more information.
What is she like to be charged with?
Well, it depends when we get through interviewing her there, but all likelihood, probably capital murder.
How's this hospital staff doing? I mean, seeing a 5-year-old little girl killed at the hands of her mother. I mean, how do you process that? How are you guys doing?
Well, it's the hospital staff. Obviously, this isn't something up here that they're used to dealing with. Unfortunately, I've been in homicide for 28 years, and this is something that we don't run across often, but when we do, we make extra point to get all of the details and get all the information to the DA's office so it can be fully prosecuted.
Another horrible update, unfortunately. But we gotta stay in the know.
Distraught family members tonight are sharing photos of the little girl known as Nicole with us. Tonight, her mom is being held on a $15 million bond after prosecutors say she confessed to killing her 5-year-old daughter. Investigators say little Nicole's mother told them her daughter was evil.
It is a horrifying case, and we do want to warn you. The detail was disturbing and hard to take. The child's heartbroken family members spoke with our Matt Doherty tonight, who is at Spring Creek Park, the place where the mother allegedly told investigators she killed her child.
The details of this case are truly sickening. Little Nicole's father and her extended family members say they're devastated. They say they want justice and that her mother is a monster.
It's sad and I'm heartbroken.
Neighbors on this street in Magnolia were familiar with the mother and her daughter.
I mean, when you see somebody having an argument with your mailbox and yelling at your dumpster and trying to fight air, it makes you nervous.
I knew this was going to end badly for somebody. I really did.
37-year-old Melissa Towne is accused of killing her 5-year-old daughter, Nicole, on Sunday. Prosecutors say the mother took Nicole's body to a Tomball hospital where the girl was found inside a laundry bag in the floorboard of this Jeep. Towne allegedly told investigators she strangled her daughter after cutting her throat near a ravine at this park. The details read in a courtroom this morning are sickening.
The complainant yelled, "I've been good," and the defendant replied, "Stop fighting it."
Tonight, Nicole's father, James Bradshaw Jr., along with her extended family members, shared with us this statement, which reads in part, quote, "We are devastated and in complete shock over the loss of Nicole. She will always hold a special place in all of our hearts. We will always remember her as the sweetest little girl who never met a stranger. She was so full of love and giggles, and her bright blue eyes shined so full of curiosity. We are hoping and praying justice will be served and the heartless monster who took our sweet girl away from us pay for the innocent life she took." A spokesperson for the Department of Family and Protective Services says CPS is investigating the death and says Melissa Towne has a prior history with CPS. I asked the spokesperson how many times CPS performed welfare checks on the children of Melissa Towne. That spokesperson said she couldn't give us that information because it's considered prior history, which she says is confidential according to the law. Back in Magnolia, neighbors wish someone had listened when they say they called authorities in the past. Now they say it's too late.
More filicide. She thought her daughter was too evil to live.
Record, this town is charged with capital murder of a child under 10 years old.
Officers stated that the defendant made a non-custodial statement to that officer stating that she made a conscious decision and needed to end the child's life. The defendant admitted to taking her daughter, the complainant, to the park. The defendant stated she drove her motor vehicle toward the ravine inside of the park. The defendant stated they exited the vehicle. She grabbed a bag that contained a knife, trash bag, and a laundry mesh bag. The defendant stated that they walked further into the woods. The defendant stated she had the complainant get on her knees. The defendant knelt behind the complainant, grabbed her hair with the defendant's left hand while utilizing the knife with her right hand, sliced the complainant's throat, causing a laceration. The defendant realized the knife did not kill the complainant because the complainant began to scream and fight. The defendant stated that she immediately placed the trash bag over the complainant's head. The defendant stated that she had a hard time strangling the complainant and that she continued to strangle her for approximately 30 to 45 minutes.
My God.
The defendant stated that the complainant yelled, "I've been good," and the defendant replied, "Stop fighting it." The defendant stated that she was able to sit on top of the complainant while covering her mouth with the defendant's hand, placing the trash bag over the complainant's head. The defendant stated that she then placed the complainant inside of the laundry mesh bag to carry her to the vehicle. The defendant stated she wanted to dispose of the complainant, so she decided to take her to the hospital. The defendant stated she wanted to end the complainant's life because she was an evil child and did not want to deal with her anymore. When officers observed the complainant, she had a laceration on her neck, bruising around the neck, eyes, and mouth.